Hello everyone, it's Crystal Ether here to dive into the latest event duo in HELIOS Rising Heroes. Faith and Jay are a comedic pair whose differences are sure to be a disaster, at the former's expense. Faith's taking on a more supportive role with his event card compared to Jay, but both event cards can be useful to players. Or at least be something to admire, and both heroes provide a significant bonus to drop gems in the current trade event. As usual, if you really like the card, then go for it. This is a single player game, so you should enjoy your roster how you like. And if you found this review helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, it means a lot. Faith comes in with another banger of a card, art-wise at least. This aquatic-inspired card is a jack-of-all-trades supporter with buffs and debuffs that get stronger as Faith obtains more Cool Soul stacks. Unfortunately, his buffs are weak until he gains his 5th Cool Soul stack, meaning he'll underperform for most of the fight unless given those stacks from another source, like Cyberspace Grey. Faith's attack debuff isn't as valuable as a defense debuff when Helios' endgame centers around quick kills, though it'll be helpful for newbie players or players tackling Expert Plus boss fights with a low investment team. Aquatic or Merman Faith, whichever you prefer, also suffers from link partners that are lore accurate but don't translate well in practice. The damage link is useful for this event J, but otherwise it's unlikely that any of these link skill partners, besides Dino, would be regularly used alongside this Faith card with the current roster. As a self-proclaimed Faith fan that maxes card on day 1, this card is mid performance-wise, despite how pretty it is. Need offensive support? We got some free welfares that can perform the job better, like New Year's Oscar and Idle Guest. Finding a dedicated, accessible debuffer is harder, but players can typically get away with defense debuffs from frames to clear content. However, if you're dedicated to using this card in the long term, then I recommend using Faith's Masquerade frame for his main frame slot to provide some more support to the team. Its 3-star rarity means that it can be easily max limit broken, which is important when it provides all allies with 1 special attack orb each turn for 3 turns. The 2-turn initial cooldown is a drawback when it comes to low turn kills, but when the skill has a 3-turn cooldown, meaning 100% uptime, that's a lot to get out of a 3-star frame. Faith's Halloween frame may have a passive that's useless for this event card, providing a level 2 stackable defense down debuff is useful in supplementing the debuffs on his 2nd skill and burst skill while building Cool Soul stacks. And finally, while the passives of Pool Faith's event frame are better for DPS cards, the attack and defense flat debuffs work alongside the rookie's stackable debuffs. Note though that the attack debuff portion of this frame won't apply due to Faith's 2nd skill having a larger modifier, but this option exists if you need that extra defense reduction. Jay's affinity for water and aquatic animals are on full display with this event card, providing critical damage and burst damage buffs to the team, and even acts as a BP battery. If this mentor's burst skill modifier is any indication, this card can work well as both a DPS and a support, especially once Jay receives his 5th Cool Soul stack. While I wish the burst damage modifier was stronger and that Jay also had stackable critical rate buffs to complement his first skill, boosting the critical damage of all allies by 2 levels or 12% every 4 turns isn't bad at all. The East Mentor shares the same issues as Faith regarding his link partners, though lore-wise Jay might have a better chance to receive more event cards that lets him work alongside his former mentees. A burst gauge link works just fine for his fellow event partner, but it's unlikely that Jay and Faith will receive another event set that'll synergize well together. Plan to use this card? The Hunting frame makes its return for a reliable source of extra damage with every normal attack you land. An affordable alternative is Jay's Pirate frame, as it provides a stackable damage modifier against brave enemies that complements this card's skill effects, and its low rarity makes it easy to limit break. A third option that can help this Jay play a DPS role is his 4th birthday frame, as the skill cooldown reduction speeds up Cool Soul acquisition, and 2 special attack orbs are welcome to keep Jay attacking as much as possible. These aquatic cards are absolutely gorgeous, and the developers have definitely gone out of their way to make some really impressive bait. Yeah, this is bait for 4th anniversary, and I fell hook, line, and sinker as a Faith fan. Both cards are usable even though Jay is better at providing consistent support than Faith. But I'd be careful about rolling for either hero on a double 4-star banner, especially if you can't spark. Either way, I hope you all found this review helpful for this trade event. I'll see you all in the next video.